Welcome back to the Scaredy Cat Guide, my friends. My name is Jenny, and today I am going to take you guys along with me for a solo day as an anxious girl. So I am actually planning on hitting 2 parks today. I'm super excited. I have a nice evening to myself, and I think we're gonna try to hit Epcot and then hop on over to Magic Kingdom. So what I ended up doing is parking at the TTC. I am super pumped actually to get on this tram because usually I pass the tram just because we have a double stroller and it's a lot. It's a lot to bring the double stroller onto the tram. So I'm excited to take this, but I'm gonna start at the TTC so that I can hop parks as easily as possible.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving.
All right, we are through security and heading towards the Epcot monorail. So there are a couple of reasons I wanted to stop at Epcot first. First of all, I've really been craving those fish and chips. Really wanted those for dinner, so we are gonna start over there for that reason. Also though, there are some super cute mini ears that I have been trying to pick up, and I keep forgetting they are in the Italy pavilion, I believe. So we're gonna go see if we can pick those up while we're there. I do love coming this time of day because it's really pretty chill. Not a lot of people coming into the park at this time, which is fabulous, or at least not many people taking the Epcot monorail. So we'll see what the crowds are looking like when we get there. All right, we have made it to Epcot. I cannot get over how absolutely beautiful this day turned out. It has been cloudy all day today. I'm seriously so shocked that we have such a beautiful blue sky. Ugh, it is absolutely stunning. But right now we are gonna head straight over to World Showcase and try to get those ears. I think I'm gonna start with that because, I feel weird not having ears on my head right now. I need my ears. Like, I feel naked. It's very weird. So we're gonna go see if we can pick those up. And then we're gonna get those fish and chips and then make a beeline back to Magic Kingdom. I don't know, I'm just really feeling pirates today. It's like a pirates kind of day. So I at least wanna get that done before the fireworks. I really cannot tell you how amazing it feels to have a solo day. It's really been months since I've been able to come by myself, and there's something about Disney when you're by yourself, when you're alone, you don't have anybody else to worry about or take care of. It is just so therapeutic to me. Now I can definitely tell that I've had just a little bit too much caffeine today, unfortunately. And even though this is absolutely my happy place and coming to Disney is, like I said, very therapeutic and very calming in a lot of ways, I really can't remember the last time I've been and didn't have some sort of anxiety going on. Unfortunately, that just kind of comes with the territory of being an anxious person and having a panic disorder, but it doesn't mean that I enjoy Disney any less. I just absolutely love being here. And having a little bit of anxiety on the side is just something that is well worth getting to experience this. And the amazing thing about coming alone is you can do exactly what you want to do. You don't have to do anything that makes that anxiety kind of hike up or anything that makes you a little bit nervous or a little sick. You really have all the freedom in the world. And it's one of the reasons that I just love coming by myself. It's fantastic. So I'm bringing you guys along with me, even though I'm feeling the jitters a little bit. I feel a little, like I said, a little over caffeinated, but we're gonna have a great time regardless. Let's go get those ears. Okay, am I the only one who did not know these signs existed? I had no idea. I was literally like, okay, wait, how do I get to Italy? And it's like we have the signs right here. It's also maybe a little embarrassing that I have not memorized the countries in order in the World Showcase. I feel like that comes with the territory of being a local, or at least with being a Disney YouTuber. I need to make flashcards or something. So Italy, it appears, is pretty much right smack dab in the middle of World Showcase. We're getting a nice long walk-in today. I don't mind though, I absolutely love walking through World Showcase. One of my favorite things to do. All right, my smartwatch has asked me twice if I'm working out, so many steps later, and we have made it to the Italy pavilion. I don't actually know exactly where I'm supposed to look for these ears, and I'm really hoping that they still have them in stock, so let's go see if we can find them. Oh my gosh, yes! Oh, they have them! So cute. I cannot get over it. Little pizza ears. Hallelujah. Okay, I actually cannot get over how cute they are. They're actually even cuter in person. I didn't realize they were gonna be soft. Oh, I love them. So So I've actually always been a sucker for fake food for some reason. I remember as soon as my kids were old enough to get like the play kitchen, I loved getting all the fake food for the kitchen, that sort of thing. I don't know, for some reason it's just the cutest thing in the world to me. So as soon as I saw these ears online, I was like, I have to get them. I'm amazed that I made it through most of the summer without picking them up. So they're mine now, and I just love them. They're so cute. So now that the pizza ears are acquired, we are going to head on down to the UK pavilion to pick up those fish and chips. And honestly, I think it is a perfect night for fish and chips. It's not too hot outside, the weather is fabulous, and really excellent weather for sitting outside on the lake. Oh, I'm so excited and really hungry. We're actually making pretty good time. I got off the monorail right at 7 or like 6:53, something like that. And it's only 7:20. So we are doing great. We'll see how long it takes us to get those fish and chips, but I am excited to head right on over to Magic Kingdom. And just like that, we've made it all the way around World Showcase, and there she blows. All right, we got the goods and a beautiful view. This is perfect. So the cast member who gave me my fish and chips complimented me on my ears, and I was like, yeah, thanks, I just picked them up. And she's like, it's kind of tragic that you're not like eating pizza. And I'm like, yeah, honestly, I'm not a huge pizza fan. Which is true. I don't know, I like pizza, and I've had some really good pizzas, but I'm never just gonna be like craving pizza. You know what I mean? Now fish and chips, completely different story. Guys, that just hit the spot. Feeling so much better. And now it's time to head right back out of Epcot. Let's see what time it is. We are looking at 7:49 p.m. So pretty good. We're gonna be in and out of Epcot in under an hour. So pretty impressed with myself there. Bye-bye Epcot. Oh, such a day for Epcot. I'm almost sad to leave, but I'm super excited for Magic Kingdom. So onward to the monorail. Hey, I got the same one. Looks like a lot of other people had the same idea. A lot of people getting off the Epcot monorail and heading right on to Magic Kingdom. All right, we have made it to the Magic Kingdom. It is about 8:30, so we did pretty good on time, I'd say. Park closes at 11, so I'm hoping we'll make it all the way to the fireworks. We will see. There we go, thank you. Now, it has been a while since I've been to Magic Kingdom at night. It is so pretty seeing Main Street lit up like this. Absolutely stunning. Now, just a quick anxiety check-in while we are walking in. I'm still feeling pretty jittery. Again, I know that the over-caffeinated part is definitely my fault. But I am still, like I said, feeling a little bit jittery, a little bit anxious, which is fine. It's a very normal part of going to Disney, like I've said before, and you know, it's totally worth it to be here, but you know, I'm definitely feeling it a little bit. Now, anxiety aside, Cinderella Castle is looking absolutely stunning this evening. So currently people are lined up for the Starlight Parade, which is absolutely beautiful. If you guys have not seen it, I definitely would recommend getting to see it, especially in the summertime. It is just so pretty. But we are gonna head right back to Adventureland and try to hop on Pirates. I would like to see the fireworks tonight, and if we can make it that long, I'm gonna show you my favorite place to watch the fireworks that's not too crowded, doesn't give me any of that claustrophobic anxiety. So I'm really excited to show you guys. So hopefully we can make it that long. I'm hoping my stamina will get me through. So one thing about my anxiety in particular is that it is pretty sensitive to my heart rate. And a lot of the time walking around the parks and getting that heart rate up, especially if I'm power walking like I have been today, I can definitely feel it starting to affect my anxiety. And usually what helps with this is just finding a nice quiet place to sit down, to take a few deep breaths, to get out of the heat. So we'll see, maybe I'll take a breather. Of course, Pirates of the Caribbean is an excellent ride for that because it's pretty long. And even though sometimes long rides can give me some of that claustrophobic feeling, tonight I am just feeling Pirates. I don't think it's gonna bother me having that longer ride duration this time, so I'm excited to ride it, and hopefully it'll help me kind of catch my breath and kind of bring that anxiety down a little bit. All right, and as predicted, it looks like we've got a pretty low wait time. It says 20 minutes. I'm guessing it'll be less than that. I don't know. Let's check the clock. Okay, we're stepping in line right at 8:40, so let's see. I know I've said this before, but the smell in the Pirates of the Caribbean queue, it's so good. I actually have several candles that are supposed to replicate that pirate smell, and they're all pretty close, but just never exactly like the real thing. It is honestly so shocking that this queue is like super cozy to me. You would think it would be like way too claustrophobic, but I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's nostalgia, but oh, I love it so much. And to me, it's just like cozy and comforting. You know what I mean? Now it does look like it's actually going to be around a 20-minute wait, so I was wrong. I thought it was going to be maybe 10, maybe 15, but we're looking at 8:54 right now, so I'm thinking it's going to be right at 20 minutes. So yeah, very accurate today. I may have gotten like the wettest seat in Pirates, so I guess we'll find out. I'm on row 2 on the side. I feel like I always get super wet here, and my seat is wet. Fingers crossed, but I think I'm about to get soaked.
It's Captain Jack Sparrow around.
They want?
Yes.
Help me outies!
Forest and its many shiny rewards. There's a great
Oh my gosh, I love me some Pirates. One of my favorite rides of all time, and I just don't do it enough. And I am feeling a little bit better anxiety-wise, which is not even surprising. Pirates just has that effect on me. But while we're over here, I thought we would pop into Frontierland really quick because, like I said before, I just have this weird thing about fake food. And I just love it. I love it. And one of my favorite fake foods in all of Walt Disney World is in this little spot in Frontierland. Let's go check it out. And I'll be sure to cover this in another video, but this is an excellent place to come if you have someone in your party who's riding Thunder Mountain or Tiana's and it's really not for you. This is a great place to come and relax. They have picnic tables and coloring sheets. It's really amazing. But anyway, that fake food, this gumbo right here. I don't know why I love that so much. It looks so real. Fake gumbo aside, I think I'm gonna head towards the Haunted Mansion. I'm feeling pretty good. Haunted Mansion, I feel like, is sometimes iffy for me with my anxiety, just depending. Although I learned something really, really interesting lately about those jump scares you might remember from my video on the Haunted Mansion. So apparently you can predict the jump scares because they happen at the end of every chorus. So in that grim grinning ghost sequence, every time they reach the end of that chorus, you can expect those little masks to jump up. They're not too terribly scary, certainly not like Halloween Horror Nights level scary, but they're definitely there. And if I'm already feeling kind of jumpy, they're not the most pleasant things to experience. On a more exciting note, looks like we only have a 15-minute wait, so amazing. What a classic. I also was riding with a bunch of people who have never done it before. It was like an entire party who it was clearly their first time in the stretching room. That is one of my favorite things about being a local at Disney, is getting to experience rides with people for the very first time. Like, I would have given anything to be in the Doom Buggy with them. That's it's just such a cool experience. Now we are getting close to fireworks time, and this is actually the spot that I love watching fireworks, especially if I'm feeling a little bit anxious and I don't want to deal with the crowds. So the great thing about this is everyone over here is not actually here for the fireworks. They're here for Fantasyland, they're here for the rides. So if you can pick a spot right around here, this is actually my favorite right here. So it's really right in between, like where Peter Pan is, there's the carousel, and there is the Pinocchio restaurant right over here. And if you stand right here to see the fireworks, you actually get an amazing view where you have fireworks going off right above you on either side of you. It really is the most incredible experience. Now, of course, you don't get the projections, so I would say if you've never done Happily Ever After before and you haven't seen the projections, definitely go see those. That is, the full experience and should be experienced, at least once. Really at least once a week, but if you have seen the projections many times before, I really could not recommend this view anymore. So I've got about 20 minutes before fireworks start, so I'm just gonna chill for a little bit. I might go check out that shop over there actually. Guys, look, that's so cute. I have not seen these. So I currently have the best view imaginable. I'm just sitting here against the wall and I'm thinking unless they ask me to move, I could just sit right here. All right, it is T-minus 1 minute and look how deserted it is over here. Fantastic. It's such a good view. It's magnificent, as always. I absolutely love watching it from there because it starts off like super slow. There's not a lot of people around, and then slowly as the show goes on, people start trickling out from rides or they just are walking through and they realize how incredible it looks from this angle. It's amazing, and I love seeing people's reactions to it. It just absolutely makes my day. Now, one thing I will say about watching the fireworks from that spot is that it is very, very loud, okay? You are right in the middle. So since I was facing the castle, on my left-hand side, I had the really big, giant fireworks going off, and to my right, towards the castle, we had the smaller ones that are more at the front of the castle. It's really cool to be standing right in the middle of them and to get to see both on each side, but it is really loud. So prepare yourself, bring those noise-canceling headphones, because it's something else. All right, I think I'm gonna let this crowd thin out just a little bit, maybe go into the shops, but thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you wanna see more of this sort of thing or maybe something different. Now, if you liked this video and would like to see more like it, don't forget to like, subscribe, stick around, stay a while. We would love to have you in our little community of anxious riders. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.